Monday morning. It's Monday. Good morning. This is the TBS, the True Breakfast Show. 40 minutes up to 8 o'clock. When you wake up in the morning, tell God thank you. Thank God for the gift of life. Indeed, God is the greatest. Good morning to the 15 counties in the land and breadth of the Republic of Liberia. The love of liberty matters here. Let justice be done to all. Veteran 219 people says to be let justice be done to all men. Good morning. Happy Mother's Day. Mommy, you're so special. Thank you so much. The Mother's Month. No matter how successful you are in life, if you always hurt the feelings of your mother by making her to cry, man, don't make the mommy to cry. You will be a failure in life. Please share love and respect to your mother. If you wrong her, go and ask for forgiveness. Bobby Bleeder Addison of our morning motivation. Thank you so much. It's great to be back this morning. This is O'Neill Roberts. Marka did us together up to 10 o'clock this morning. Good morning, President Joseph Yuma Boykai. Happy Mother's Day to the First Lady, Katuma Boykai. Mrs. Dennis Benete, good morning. Happy Mother's Day. Mrs. Fatu Shaw, Bishop Agnes Bako, Richard Mako, good morning. O'Neill Roberts, Marka Davis, great to be back this morning. Yes, yes, Midasi, Bobby Akwaba, yes, Bibi Aboko, good morning to you, Marka, good morning, it's great to be back this morning.
Yes, good morning and welcome back on base.
Yes, on base.
Yes, there's nowhere like home. I can just imagine how, I don't know, I should say, uncomfortable or not very free in your spirit you were when you're out of here.
Yeah.
When you're not grand, you can do anything.
Oh, man.
You're inside Joseph and playing football.
Yeah, man. You're right, though.
Yes,
you're right.
But welcome back. I think sometimes it's good to step away. It's good, and we miss you, man. But thank God you're back.
Let me share this with you. Look, never overlook yourself. God is God.
Yeah.
I never dream of going to Nigeria.
Okay.
And God say, I'm going to take you to Yuba. I've never dreamed, and I told my boss been last month I'll be in Accra for a week, right? But God said, I'm going to take you to Lagos. Sometimes when you wake up, I'm going to tell God, thank you. Look, left RIA, 5 o'clock, and the pilot said, look, we're not going to go to Accra. I'm taking you all to Nigeria. We're in Ghana is not okay. So have a put them in Accra. And you know, like women always argue, no, the pilot said, I'm flying, man. If you don't like, you can get down. So I said, let's go.
That half is pilot.
And I saw pilot. Every single pilot going to sleep. Look, gentlemen, you want like it, you can get down. And I said, Chief, you could about to fly 750 feet, man. You don't have to be angry. So went to Sierra Freetown. When I in Freetown, I said, where am I going? When I in Freetown, we didn't get down. We boarded straight to Lagos. Slept in Lagos. Yes, the airport. Slept in Lagos 24 hours. And the next day we have to go to Accra. So I saw Lagos. We're all to man. I'm out of plane. So that's them weighing my passport because I'm out of plane. That's what God can do sometimes. I agree, man.
Yeah, but thank God for going and coming back safely. That was good. Yeah.
They won't land in Accra. The protest that we saw in Accra.
Protest.
Yes, the protest. You know, during that John Muhammad have suspended the chief justice.
Yeah, the suspension.
The protests that are in Accra. I said, I mean, yeah,
I saw a lot of the protesters in red.
Red, black. Yes, that was in red.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, but nobody know me. In our brush screen, I'm getting the police officer do that protest.
Yeah.
And the protest was no violence. That's I'm looking at protest. No violence. Police officer just watching the process, and someone came and received the petition. Let me tell you, those people love protesting, right? When you call for a protest, you should present a petition for someone.
Especially those who are planning for July 17th.
So they're planning for 1 year.
Yeah, July 17th.
You mean my birthday to the protest?
Oh, your birthday, yeah. Mother Molly wants for your birthday.
Protest for what? Look, a huge number in thousands. Like at the end of the day, someone for the parliament came and received that petition. Yeah. People started to lead the street for Accra. What? Like, bro, should learn from this. When you protest, you call for massive gathering, someone should receive your petition. Anyway, it's good to be back. Thanks to Ansu, thanks for holding on. Ansu said I should sit down one more week.
Ansu is always on camping.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Say rest one more week when you come back. Yeah. Anyway, it's good to be back, man. Happy Mother's Day.
Yes, and again, let's say happy Mother's Day to all of our wonderful mothers. Yes, special one for Linda Moore, the mother of my two big children. Yes, and thanks to all other mothers, including our mom, Catherine Green, Mom, and the rest of the family people. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. We miss you. You guys have done extremely well in our lives. Yes,
that was something. If you get
some Mother's Day post.
No, I didn't go on Facebook. Yeah. I didn't go on Facebook.
Yeah, it's not readable on the radio.
Ready?
It's the last one.
Okay. You want me to
do
I can do anything for you.
You want to try it?
I can die for you, but I can do anything for you. I don't got to have to do where I can die for you. Lie. I can die for you. I can do anything for you. Yeah, I can do it. Let's see. What?
No.
We need you to do that. That for us.
Yeah.
This is where you put it on Facebook. Yeah. But what I'm trying to go, let's recognize our special mothers and mothers.
Yes.
Mrs. Coretta, happy Mother's Day.
Yes.
Mrs. Fatusho, if you hear neither, you can issue us. Mrs. Fatusho, happy Mother's Day.
Yes.
Papa, by happy Mother's Day.
Okay. That was in our corner.
Yeah. Mrs. Emilia James, happy Mother's Day.
Okay.
Agnes Bago, happy Mother's Day. Who else again? One more person. Love the show.
Well, let me do it for Josephine Johnson. She's always following the show as well. Josephine Johnson.
Yes.
Yes.
So you see, I'm saying the women are the virus that kind of thing.
Yeah,
get a vibe thing.
The big Elon Musk.
Yes.
I go to Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. This is Marka's Day Mother's Day post. Happy Mother's Day. Let me read it.
Okay.
They get to the police director. I walked on it for Girl Coma. Girl Coma is the librarian. Just say about it. You watch that interview.
That's right.
Yeah, he's a whole day artist there. He the one tell us they're talking about Tete, Paul Rocky. This is Marcus Davis Mother's Day post. Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies who can allow us to suck their titty. Oh, it should be mothers. Yeah. Oh my God. This is not for you difficulty.
I was
You're the real mother, man.
May God continue to bless you.
The police will call you off for this. Don't be like you never who's supposed to go to the court and asking for the police to investigate. Yeah, man. That's good, man. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. They didn't have him well, and I don't talk about it. Yes, the way Arsenal treated us. And the difference reason is good morning's excellence to Joseph Boyka. The final leg of PSG versus Arsenal. Joe Boyka watched the game with people who were not in favor of Arsenal.
Yes,
I told you all this thing.
They were pretending,
Sitting here the president.
When they score Arsenal again, 10 of his one side and celebrate.
Yeah.
Then they come back to the papa and say, yeah, man.
Then the papa, he has to do reshuffle. They think Arsenal must.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to reshuffle because you're in an anger. But it was a very sad seeing us. Arsenal, we shouldn't have beaten Real Madrid. Even though we're not going to go to the finals.
But it was okay. You know, you got to take some people in others' way. You know, Real Madrid had to be taken out of the way by Arsenal, which was good. And again, let me say congratulations in advance to FC Barcelona that is on its way to winning La Liga for this season.
Yeah.
After thrashing Real Madrid again. Even though, I don't know, Barcelona deserves all this season because the team is good. I mean, the spirit of fighting back, not giving up, whether the entire referees are on the other side. We have suffered some very dangerous decisions this season from the referees, including the Inter Milan second leg, even the El Clasico on Sunday.
Yeah,
you know, a lot of things happen.
Yeah, so penalty
at the end, but they didn't give it. But then they deny Femi Lopez goal because the rebound balls that hit his hand. He said,
"God celebrated on his birthday." That was a
birthday. I tell you, a huge celebration, you know. But because we have the goal in store, we will always deliver the goals.
And my day is sat in the VR room there.
The whole thing will get a conspiracy. The VR man, the landsman 1 and 2, the central, everybody can just agree against Barcelona.
Yeah.
The
VR called the referee. Can't make a decision for yourself.
Imagine a Blancos, Real Madrid. What be Real Madrid? See what we've done to them this season.
4-3,
4-0, 5-2, 3-2. 4-3. Hey, man.
First time it haven't happened for a very long
Kylian Mbappe is the first superstar to come Real Madrid and lost 4 El Clasico.
Yeah, but that boy is an exception. He's an exceptional.
What I know is that he will do great in La Liga. Yes. Yeah, he will do great. Last year, because his stats is great this season. He's always scoring big games and all of that. For me, you know, like I've always told you, I'm a fair football follower, right? Mbappe is going to do great in Spain. Yes. He's a future Ballon d'Or winner. Yeah, he will. Yeah, he will do great. He will score a lot of goals and all of that. But well, yes, that's it. Barcelona just too strong.
Let me say it's exceptional. I haven't seen a wonder kid
absolutely
for a very long time like this. Yes,
he has come
at his age 17, right?
Yes, he has come to wipe our tears with the fading away of Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. Yes.
Great, thank you. We've been talking our whole time. Let's go. Yes, we don't stress ourselves every day. We're just talking for it. Let's have this one line up. Difficulty, welcome back. Thank you. I heard all of the gossip you said behind me. You behave like Brutus. Yeah. Yes, I heard everything. I was watching on live. Yes, the what you said on Friday, David, I listened to that. So Friday on Thursday. Yeah. Yes. On Thursday. I watching the live. Soon upon difficulties in came for me.
Yeah, he attacked you. I was telling him.
So they led to Jamale Hospital. You know, there's a lady at Jamale Medical Solution who's crushing David Coty. Okay. I'm not going to give you her number.
It never happened, sir. I'll back you. I'll back you.
I'm not going to give you your number.
Better you give the number to us to be sending her greetings.
Yeah, I'm not going to give her number.
David is old to be frank. Just about 12, right?
Yeah.
10 days from now, David will be celebrating his 72nd birthday.
Yeah, I will back into you. Say you talk behind.
Yes, they may gossip you. I told him why it's not right. He said, "Oh, forget about that, man." All kind of negative things. So we will not give him the number. We will keep the number, and we'll be calling the woman and be telling her good morning, happy birthday. At least either for whatever kind of voice you call it, whether mesmerizing tune. We don't have time for that. I gotta get out. I didn't know that child still stole that thing from Tottenham.
So Topman,
Yeah, from Topman.
look at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That kind of way of talking.
Yeah.
Get out talking from Topman.
Okay.
Yes.
Ah.
Now they go in now. He taking it now to be buying Peter Cola.
And I wish man yes send me the piece of video. See your
Yeah,
baby.
yeah,
Just
man.
copy that piece. And
Yeah.
just watching it.
Remember looking for the main job.
Yeah, so just ahead of your lineup, if you're having an eye problem, probably you just have to use the eye, it's not a major one. There is this place, yes, we have a partnership coming up very soon called Karish Eye Center. Yes, he's a very good doctor, Dr. Catherine. We'll tell you more about that. Yes, but let's see what you have this morning for the lineup. Thank you so much for all of you following our patients on the True Breakfast Show. 961 Oli Roberts, Marka Davis, live on the Monday morning.
Yes, and it's May 12th, 2025. This show is proudly sponsored by EcoBank Liberia Limited, the Pan African Bank, and Orange Liberia, the biggest GSM company in the country. Have this come shortly with David Coty for 6 minutes this morning, followed by the review of the local dailies, bringing you up to speed with what's happening in the country as reported in the newspapers. Again, in our studio chat this morning, why is Eugene Nangbe calling for police investigation on allegation of his alleged role in the death of former chief of staff to the former finance minister, that's Tutus Noah, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we'll talk about that briefly. Speculation out there about the speaker's pleasure the nation on today. We'll talk about that. Also, importance of PR or past and current government. Do not value the media, especially with the coming in of the social media. Everybody's running there and doing what they can do. U.S. Embassy to deny visa for parents who want to give birth in the U.S. Well, I mean, when you are already pregnant, you
give birth there.
Say, oh, okay. Yes, we'll talk about that. Why should Africa stand with Burkina Faso leader, Ibrahim Traore? Yes. Sapo National Park in terrible condition. We've been talking about that. We'll talk about it today again. And just before we open the line, we'll speak with the executive director of the Environmental Protection Agency, Dr. Emmanuel Ure Yakawulu. He's in Sangar County this morning. And this morning, tomorrow, the EPA will be breaking ground or launching the Sino Coastal Defense Project.
Okay.
So Dr. Yakawulu will speak with us on the TBS this morning briefly, just before 8:40 to 9 o'clock when we take the segment Talk to Your Leaders, where we open the lines to have interaction with you. 10 after 9, we'll bring you sports, entertainment, commercials brought to you by EcoBank and Liberia. At 9:15 to 10 this morning, on the last segment of the show, we'll have those under the banner, the Liberia Diplomatic Think Tank. The Liberia Diplomatic Think Tank. They will be here this morning to discuss some diplomatic relations with other countries. And live this morning on the show, we'll have Mr. Amos Williams, Executive Director, Robert Samuel, Senior Program and Policy Advisor and member of the board, Rosalind Ware, Deputy Executive Director. They're all from the Liberia Diplomatic Think Tank. And in the midst of all, country first. This is the show this morning.
You say in the midst of what?
In the midst of all.
They're doing country first.
Country first.
Country first.
Whether the speaker resigns today, whether there'll be election, or all the members.
But when the speaker resigns, there was to be election.
All the rule of law caucus will say, okay. So we don't want to hear how the United does the Rachel Kunen just be the speaker. In the midst of all, country first.
Country first.
Yes. Yes, David Coty.
Yeah, Max. Give us a call.
10 days to your birthday. Oh, you are so special, David.
David, you're so special.
Yeah, you are so special. We love you.
We love you. Abbas. Yeah. Abbas.
Good morning, veteran O'Neill, and good morning to the ambassador series.
Good morning, my friend.
This son of the late Baptist speaker.
Yes.
Abbas.
Only I'd like to say a short prayer for you this morning. Father, my God, I want to thank you for taking my best friend to African countries safely and back. Oh, Father, you've been good for all of us by taking this young man to Nigeria and Ghana and back safely. Father, you know I have been making a lot of good comments behind him. I love him. I don't gossip over him. And Marka, the bad friend tries to make me look ugly so that you can destroy me on the radio.
Is that a prayer he's saying?
my man, I ain't know how to bread up off the bread.
How you people will complain about at the same time?
Anyway, welcome back, telling you.
Bye.
I made a lot of good comments behind you here. Never got
But then why Rich Man since having the video now? It's like, yeah.
what did you say?
The video said yes. I ran out of data then. Ivan was sure send me data. I watched David Cody talking about that man get gas.
Yeah. And why he's not coming?
And why he's not coming?
He's lying.
He's lying.
He's going to Accra.
Go Accra. Yeah.
Okay, and the guy talk.
You did a Yaman Gazette?
La Beta Cola talk.
Actually, it was a slip up tongue. Yeah, I forgot. It was Marka. I wanted to talk and put your name in there.
Okay. A lady from Jamaica says she need your number. She just loves your voice.
I will give it. I love that. Oh, you know, when I got ladies talking about the number, I'm so pleased to hear that, and I will do it. If you don't give it, I will.
So if Rosalie want your number or Winmonga want your number, who should I give it to? Rosalie or Winmonga?
Anything that has a woman attached to it, give my number.
What about Winmonga?
No work on a woman. The name I know Winmonga, man.
Bias. Your birthday is you still want to see Uncle Joe? You haven't seen Uncle Joe yet. Those who are said the worst thing about the president, I've seen the president, man. What about David Coty, man? Who chose Bill Jones over?
Who just went and joined Bill Jones? And I'll find the time. I'll find the time. I'll do that. I'll find the time.
Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Today, we want to talk to you, the elderly people. Elderly people, old people who are above 40 years old. This topic is for you. It is called sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is the age-related loss of muscle strength and function. That simply means when you're getting old, especially 50 years old, and your muscle will start to get weak. And when your muscles get weak, these things will happen. Your mobility will be reduced. Your movement, you can't move too straight. Sometimes you got to be careful or you will fall. And there will be increased rate of falling. And you will lose your independence. That is, you got to depend on people sometimes to hold you, to bathe you, to do this and that. It can happen to all people, especially starting from age 50. But the good news is this. You can do something about it. By what? Staying physically active. When you're getting older, after the young people, they play football, do all kinds of things. Oh, that's a different thing. But once you pass age 50, stay active by doing exercise every day. But not very hard exercises, no. I mean, brisk walking, like walking a little faster in your yard, in your room, anywhere, that's enough for you. Avoid prolonged sitting or bed rest. Old people, I'm talking to you, please. Once you're above 50 years old, don't just sit down there. Prolonged sitting can weaken your muscles. Or you lie down so much, it can weaken your muscles. You must always move around. It's good for you. Number 2 or 3, you must manage chronic illnesses like diabetes, arthritis, or heart disease. Check the hospital always. When you find out that you got these things, you work on them, manage them once you are old. You must eat balanced diet, balanced food. Eat food like eggs, brown rice, walnuts, blueberries, flax seeds, and Greek yogurt. This is a healthy. You must eat them. If you don't get my friend, you will have a problem. In stairs, like the finance ministry stairs, and all, you'll have a problem walking. So just keep on taking exercise. When you sit up for 1 minute, walk around for 20 minutes. Don't just keep sitting in one place. No, don't do that. Remember this. If you are 40 years old and above, I'm telling you the men. Men, if you are 40 years old and above, go to the hospital today and just say to the doctor, I came to do my PSA or prostate test. It's important. I listen to BBC, men are dying around the world because of prostate problems. So if you are a man, you know you already past 40, you know your prostate is about the size of a walnut. It can start to increase or get big from age 40. So if you are 40 years old and above, Go to the hospital today. Just tell the doctor I came to do my PSA or prostate test. You could be suffering from benign prostatic hyperplasia, commonly also known as prostate enlargement, or you could be suffering from prostate cancer. One of the two. Both of them are life-threatening. They can kill. And the one thing about it, you could have both at the same time. Yes, it's possible. You can have all two at the same time. You're sitting there, you think you're healthy. No. That's how you can fool yourself. You think you're healthy because you're handsome, you're huge, you're looking good, you're taking exercise every day. Go and check your prostate. Do not wait until it's too late. Early detection is the first medicine to good health. God willing, I will be back. But in the meantime, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here.
You say in the meantime? You say in the meantime?
In the meantime, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Happy pre-birthday.
Yeah, thank you very much. But you lied to the public about my age.
Okay.
And don't call it again.
What day is your birthday?
It's on the 22nd.
Okay.
And please don't tell the people I will pick up the two. I made a mistake. Don't call my age.
God willing. Thank you. God willing. In the meantime.
But in the meantime, I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna get out of here.
Thank you. Dear Culture of the Health is a regular feature right here on the True Breakfast Show 961. The Hot and Sue of Liberia was making news from the print media coming out with the review from the papers. Don't go away. This is the TBS. Yes, on tomorrow we'll tell you about the Carish Eye Center. Yes, those of you that those of eye problem will tell you about the Carish Eye Center. Yes, with Dr. Catherine. Let's have the review of the local delete what's making news from the print media. Those of you watching up on the Facebook, this is our first story of this morning. This has to do with the Verity newspaper. Yes, the front page of the Verity newspaper on the newsstand for $40 Liberian. Who killed Cletus Noah? It's a question mark. Well, Cletus Noah died a couple of, should I say, days ago or a week ago. Yes. It's captured here on the Facebook. Who killed Cletus Noah? It's a question mark according to the paper. They have, he was a former chief of office staff of former finance minister Samuel Toy. So the paper is carrying the photo of the former finance minister Samuel Toy is here, and of course, former maritime boss. Well, Eugene Number will tell you why Eugene have rating Liberian National Police. Will tell you about that in our talking point. Is captured on the front page from the Verity. Who killed Cletus Noah? A question mark is right here, still on the front page this morning. Corruption in River G. Leak reports links the superintendent. The superintendent is right here. Captured with the superintendent. I'm saying Mark Cindy. Gonna follow about this story. What's corruption is that? Leak superintendent. Well. In the tune of 801,000 Liberian dollars, 800,000 Liberian dollars. What the superintendent is right here. Who takes the glory? It's another big debate on social media. Emma Glasgow is right here, and of course, Sengbe. What's his full name? Sarah Sengbe is right here for NAFA. As NAFA displayed a new flabbergas fishing vessel. Who takes the glory? Iman Stanley, Sarah should be telling him thank you as well. Government is continuing to birth. Sarah in less than 1 month. All right, on your Facebook post. Well, Emma Glasser is captured here on the front page of the paper. Let's go to the back page. Where is on the back page? The back page of the Verity. Sarah, if you give a compliment to Emma, not to you. The back page from the Verity newspaper. Like most students in INA appeal for repatriation. I'm seeing Dega is the lead advocate for this one. What's the repatriation? Liberian students in India, what the MOF is saying everything is okay. The Foreign Affairs say it's okay, no need to panic. Still on the back page, families of fatal victim, one fake doctor arrested. Yeah. Dr. Peter George has been circulated heavily on the social media. Yes. Yeah. The family wants him to be arrested. It's on the back page this morning. Student benefits on free white preparation classes. A sub lead story. Yeah, great. The 12th graders are set to say the West African Examination Council. Good morning to that bottle. But in the review from the Verity newspaper this morning.
Yes, let's go for the front page.
Yep.
Yes, the front page of the Front Page Africa newspaper. Everybody, some way, somehow, was affected. What is going on? It said experts warned mental health counseling needed across the country as war crimes code planning gets underway. And it says everybody, some way, somehow, was affected. Well, this is a major story on the front page of the Front Page Africa newspaper. The lead story: President Boakai Presidents Boakai Mason reaffirmed Liberia Barbados ties at 160th anniversary of Cruiserville, celebrating shared heritage bonded by blood, culture, and spirit. Well, it's a lead story on the front page of the Front Page Africa newspaper. Still on the front page, making the ultimate sacrifice. Speaker Kofa expected to resign today amid executive majority bloc's refusal to honor Supreme Court's ruling. This is what the Front Page Africa is reporting. Still on the front page, inspiring students to be agents of change. Liberia School of Law teaches rule of law or launches rule of law center in splendid ceremony. Still on Front Page Africa, one poisonous snake with two heads. Koji Slams, Boaka, and Kum over failed leadership inspires masses with message of hope. Jefferson Coach. One poisonous snake with two heads. That's nothing else.
So that's it. So just do the Inquirer newspaper. Yes. See what is on the front page. Yes. Just do the run with the Inquirer quickly. Yes.
Yeah. So just the Inquirer. Yeah. Just that they send the back page twice. Yes. That's what's happening.
Ready?
Yes.
No, that's from me.
Yes.
Yeah. It can be from
yes. So find the front page.
The front page is already up on the Facebook.
Yes. The front page of the Inquirer newspaper. The front page. The front page of the Inquirer newspaper.
I think I from the RI Ruben. Ruben disturbing me. Is that the front page? Yes. You have the front page down. Please do the front page. The front page already up on the Facebook.
Yeah, this is the front page of the Inquirer newspaper. I made an error when writing. Dr. George denies faking medical credentials.
Okay.
Yes, the fake doctor is captured here on the front page of the Inquirer newspaper, justifying that I made an error when writing. Dr. George denies faking medical credentials. It's a lead story on the front page of the Inquirer newspaper. BSE unveils corporate governance framework. That's the Bureau of State Enterprises. I'm seeing the Director General Adam Masakwe is captured here on
Adam Masakwe.
Yeah, Reverend Ganta. How many days from Ganta? I said 3 days.
3 days,
yeah, 3 days in Ganta.
He left Marka here. Yeah, we alone.
Yes. LLA, Liberia Land Authority, cracks down on illegal wetland sales in Monserrado County. Is a major story. Here I'm seeing a team here touring Monserrado. Liberia marks EU Day 2025 with major electrification gains, youth empowerment milestones. Let's go to the back page now. The back page of the Inquirer newspaper. The back page.
The back page is already
yes. It says Wema Collect Klein residents oppose elevation of local chief. Well, Edwin Nema is here captured. They said they want to promote him to the position of paramount chief, but the residents said no, he's not doing well as clan chief, so don't carry him to paramount chief.
Okay,
that's the issue in Margibi County in this particular clan. Kakata residents rally to support fire victim. I'm seeing the victim here captured. Ngafon discloses government's 100 school nationwide plan. And finally, a man in his 30s was arrested for illegal possession of firearms in Painesville. I'm seeing the suspect captured here, photograph on the back page of the Inquirer newspaper with rounds of single barrel gun right before him on the photograph.
Wow. Well, so that's also thank you so much. If you feel strong of from this story capture on the papers, you can grab the papers sold for 40 or 50 Liberian dollars. Thank you so much. Thanks all of the hard working team. I didn't see the independent. Same old team. What happened? Yes, thank you so much. Alfonso Tour, I didn't see the Verite, it's not the Verite, the New Republic, but thank you so much. Welcome to the True Breakfast Show 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. Our first talking point have to do with the importance of public relations. Good morning to all of the PRs. Yes, I saw a post, a comment. What got someone say? All of the guys are leaving the radio and now running to the PR. So if you leave the radio, you leave the mainstream and going to PR, and you're not being back is another problem again. Because the function of a public relation is doing good and letting the public know. In a Alaji Kroma voice, back then he would tell us at the university, doing good and letting the public know. So this is it. And this have to do with River Gina Pala talking point. Bobby, you'll be superintendent of River Gina in the future. But yes, don't rule it out. Yeah. Anyway, so this have to do with the importance of public relations, the CDC government, and the current Unity Party to tell you how important is PR. I see many citizens are crying about the projects that have been, dedicated, display on the social media by the Unity Party government. I today now will tell the importance of PR. The importance, if you don't respect public relations, we'll tell you about it. When Blogger go to the chicken farm or the egg poultry whatsoever, they say, oh, that was George Weah project. How many independent network he invited? I'm saying this because even the current administration is still doing the same thing. You pick journalists while it's in your cycle already and carry them for the public. Over the last 6 years, the CDC government, you didn't do well in public relations. You like it or not, that's a fact about it. When Koji is appearing, it will only be on a government station he feels like he have comfortable with and leave the independent media out. When Tamatora is appearing, he appears on the station he feels comfortable with and appear there. So all of the major projects, there was not much public relations done. How many people in the country knows that there was a chicken farm or poultry farm whatsoever even exists there for the last 6 years? We didn't know. I'm not saying that as a journalist, I'm sorry to say that. Yes. We didn't know because you didn't do public relations. Even this government, most of the officials, for example, Mo Ali will just take your own Facebook and your posts and leave the PR out. I'm just saying, you should learn this. We as journalists, we're sitting here for nothing. I'm talking for all of our colleagues this morning. Yo, pick few individuals and say, yeah, we're feeling dedicated. So you see what happened to the CDC government? Now you're crying. Yo, keep crying. You're crying. Oh yeah, the one blogger dedicated like we the one did it when you call public relations. You even call it back and do a major headline there.
It's very sad.
It's sad.
It is sad.
It's funny and it's sad. All two together. It's funny and it's sad.
So now you are fighting to regain glory.
Yes,
you're fighting to regain glory. When you had the opportunity then to make a huge publicity that, well, this is what the government is doing, the media cut across. But you see, you were like, okay, pro CDC media, and you took other media institutions to be maybe anti-CDC media.
Yeah.
So you didn't have time for them at all, whether they cover the event or not. And like I said before, I was assigned at the Ministry of Information when Mr. Kun was head of news here.
Okay.
So the first time the former finance minister appeared, I think it was in March 2018, and he said, the media fought us in opposition for 12 years. They didn't make it. We fought our way to power. So we don't care what the media reports.
Okay.
So if you're like, you'll get 250% press freedom to report anything you want to report. So we don't care.
Look at that.
You didn't stop us from coming to power. You can do anything. I can remember that press conference. I know some of my colleagues who were there also remember. So at the end of the day, certain media institutions they saw were their stations, so they never had time for other stations and all of that. So at the end of the day, even newspapers, there are certain papers were never invited to major CDC events, and some of these major project launch and all of that, they didn't do. So at the end of the day, Like let me tell you, there are certain people in this country they just listen to one radio station. They don't switch.
They don't care.
Yes, they don't switch.
Yeah.
They don't want to go to B, C, D, D. No, there are certain people who can flip, and listen to this, listen to that. But certain people, they are just glued to certain stations. So if you are doing something and this particular radio station or this paper that they read constantly is not there, they don't have that information. So just forget about it.
Yeah.
So now, when the current president went to tour that chicken portrait, for example, then people coming back to say, oh, this thing, and former president, we are secured 26 million loan for it ever since. And why you're doing it now? So if you think that the former president, we are made some huge publicity when he went there at the time they launched the independent media, everyone was there. You think when President Marka was going to tour that place, almost everybody going, oh, okay, that was the portrait that former president we are launched.
Yeah.
Yes.
That what Boga going to.
So nobody, there's gonna be no argument. Now you are coming back to fight. No, we did this, we did that, we did. Even the NSA building, the NSA headquarters, the NPA, all of these things, you are coming back to fight again. You see, now you're spending new money to fight again.
Yes.
You see.
So I hope you're understanding what we are saying this morning. The importance of PR. Don't be so selective. Even this current administration, they have been so selective. What CDC have done in the past, this current administration too doing it. They'll call people of that cycle. This is wrong. Look, when you are in public space, take your personal feelings for it.
Exactly.
Yes. Take your personal feelings.
And if you don't have anything to hide, you will not want to always be around media institutions that support you or that you have some influence over.
Yes, the independence.
Yes. Yeah. So once you have skeleton in your closet, you have something to hide. That's how come you will be hiding yourself from certain media institutions.
Yeah.
Yes. So you can take our professional colleagues, establish a department with taxpayers' money, place them there to work. Then you just jump over there and be doing your own. What you government employ them for. I don't want to say you. The job that government employ them for in the Department of Public Relations, you want to call it public affairs. You jump over there. The DG uses his Facebook page to do the work that this department is supposed to do. So these people in that department, they are just taking pay free.
Yeah.
Or maybe just for taking picture during events.
But anything my boss won't reply.
Yeah, during event, they just take picture. So you bury the people profession. You burying their work they're supposed to do only because you feel you get 20K followers.
Yes. And
but you think like a 20K country.
Let me throw one big bomb again. You see the Mika press briefing? There are some bosses who will go to the Mika press briefing. They'll leave what they're supposed to leave there and feel the story is going to go. Someone can let that man eat a man. I just saying something, that story will never come out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the only thing they have to boast of is those who are going live.
Yeah.
And those who are going live, man, people in Ghana, we're not seeing them.
No, they're seeing them. They're hearing them.
Yeah. The people even glaze up here who can only listen to the radio, go to their farm and do their work and stuff. They're not following Facebook. I'm not saying they're not on internet, but for them to dedicate their time to listen to Mika press briefing for 2 hours on what kind of phone? On whose data?
You don't get angry, but you should respect our relation. And there are some PRs too. Let me just put this in a way as we move on to another one. So there are some public relations who can eat money when you call some PRs there. Instead of reaching out, you take the money and eat it. When your boss reached out, you can see the story in the newspaper. You don't even see on the headline. The radio is not even carrying the news. So you should respect proper relations. Don't be so selective, please. That's why I see CDC now, and United Party to doing the same thing. You're just choosing what CDC have done in the past. If Jefferson Koji having press conference, they'll call certain journalists there. Yes, and United Party too, you are doing the same thing.
Oh yeah.
I'm not owing to anybody.
Everybody working.
Yeah, that's why.
Quote unquote with that cycle.
That cycle. I will talk. I don't owe it to anybody. United Party, you doing the same thing. That's what Koji used to do. When Koji having a press conference, you call people. We'll be calling some of our colleagues there. So yeah, you don't have to go there, and that's it. That's what United Party is to doing.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So let's move for the United States government, the U.S. Embassy. Nowadays, most of our officials there, when a wife are pregnant or the fiancé, the partner, reach the delivery time, they will send them to the U.S. to go give birth. The U.S. government say This time around, they'll deny you visa. Now you're not going to born and say, yeah, that child is a U.S. citizen. A big one, yeah. I saw they publish it on the official website in the Facebook page. U.S. Embassy Monrovia is going to deny pregnant women who want to go and give birth in the U.S. to make that child a U.S. citizen. You know what I'm not saying now? Make your health system a good system. Let that child be born right in your own country here. No, our Western partners are forcing us to do what we can do, supposed to do for ourselves, and we're allowing the West to do it. Many of our top officials, yes, my child is a U.S. citizen. Give birth right here. Give birth to GFK. Go give birth to Redemption Hospital. Go give birth to New Hope Clinic. You know, give birth to any maternity center you know around here.
14 military hospital.
The 14 military hospital. Go give birth right there. For you to say, yeah, that U.S. citizen, that my child is a U.S. child. They keep discovering a lot of things. This is why you see the visa denial is on the increase.
Yes, I mean, Onu, it is a sad thing. You know, you have the power, you have the resources to create your own paradise, but you abandon that. You know, and sometimes whatever you do that is not fair, the warfare. Some people can say the warfare is not fair, but whatever you do that is not fair, sometimes they kind of benefit you. You intend to accrue from there. It doesn't work that way. You know, sometimes you feel you are sitting at a place where you have access to money, to resources and things, because you fail to do the right thing. If your turning is finished, that money, so now you'll be hiding out. You know, anything you steal, you can't eat it in public. I always say this.
Sure.
Yes. Anything you steal, you don't eat it in public. You know, there are certain public officials in this country, when they were in power, you could see their physical look. Oh, they used to look so good, but now that look has changed. You think they don't have money? They have money, but they're hiding it. They can't eat it in public. Anything you steal, you can't eat it in public, because people will criticize you. Well, how much was your salary? Yes.
Is there anything you want?
Anything you steal, you can't eat it in public.
Okay.
Yes. How much was your salary for you after government? You'll be, you know, that kind of. And so instead of improving our system, you see, it is even so deceptive that soon their wives are pregnant, they are getting them visa to go and give birth in America. You want to be Liberian born American citizen. Imagine that. You want to be a Liberian, but you want to be an American citizen. You know? So, I mean, the other decision,
yeah,
I agree with it. Yes. If you have the opportunity to travel, to live in the States or any other country, and you go, you make your family there, that is fine. But for you to live right in Liberia, you do the thing in Liberia, then as soon they better reach 7 more, then you put an implant, you carry in America to go born American baby.
You say you do the what?
The thing. Yeah, why you want American people to take responsibility of your children?
No, because they become a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, become U.S. citizen.
US citizen. My child is a U.S. citizen.
You don't want to born a Liberian child.
Yeah, what was someone run to the emergency room? They can have a hospital be there.
In fact,
the ER room is not active.
Only the first thing is they know that they are not funding the health facilities in this country. So in the first place, they don't even trust that they're able to give birth to their children safely in the Liberian health facilities. So they're running them out of the country to go and give birth. You see that kind of deception? Listen, the day we hear any lawmaker wife or pregnant went to Europe or anywhere, the UAE, to go give birth, will launch a campaign on the radio for the people to raise signature in your district to impeach you. Because yes, only because you can't be representing the people. You dash them, then you go born a child in America.
They will talking making some proof.
They don't get vexed.
Yeah,
they don't get vexed.
That's it.
It is fair enough. That decision is fair. They would have decision, and I agree with too much that they use it. The
use of funding. Okay.
Yes, yeah, because it was funding many projects here, and our people were working out of that. Some of our sectors, including health and education, were benefiting from them. But again, the American people themselves say when we allocate this money to go to the place it's supposed to go, some of them can stop on the highway, so that why we close it for. So all these things will be happening for systems to work. So if the U.S. government say nobody will put a pregnant wife in plane to come give birth in America, yeah, it means any country in Africa should improve their health system. They should be proud of their country. The last time you were not here, only we did a broadcast when we said that almost all of the young people, in fact, Africans as a whole, they are on their way out of this place.
Going where?
They're going to Europe, they're going to America. They feel that they can make life here. But guess what, Onu? There are people in the West who believe that the day Africa as a continent unite and say, okay, this is the United Countries of Africa, they themselves will not survive.
Of course.
The America, the Europe, the Great, all these places, they will face problems. Because even the resources they're using to modernize their systems to build their countries, they extract them right here from Africa. Why you have the glorious opportunities in your hand, but you give it out, you give it away. Today, illicit money taking over. Where we're supposed to get money from to build modern hospitals. With dunking it, the way the street children can say. Yes, we just give it. People just in the bush, in the forest, money everywhere. The Sapo National Park that's supposed to be virgin, untouched. Nah, you don't even know, sir. Only sometimes these topics get people emotional to talk about some of these issues that are happening in the country. You abandon your own health system, but you want your wife to go to America and go give birth to an American child.
U.S. citizen.
Then when the people tell and say, the way you black don't say that in the chair, then you'll get vest. You'll say that racism, you'll get vest. Be proud of your heritage. Be proud of your country. Stay here. Improve your area. Look at, come on, ERW Junction. We just clean ERW Junction every day. When you see ERW Junction picture, there are somewhere else. You know, these little things we do to tell you that if we invest in our country, we can make our country beautiful like any other country. The last time I see people, when the Barbados president entered the country, people were like, oh, that low profile country, and they got for her to bring BBB. Because they beg him and mentality that in Liberians, the only friendship they can build, that friendship that they can give handouts from. They don't respect relationship. They don't respect what you're supposed to share. Either knowledge exchange, cultural exchange. You know, you learn from other people how they made it in life so that yourself can make it in life. But yeah, in Liberia, we just want somebody you can make friends with today. They give you $50 US straight. When you call it, they give you $100 US. That kind of friendship. Even our country, that's how you want for our country to make friendship. You also want to go make friendship with big countries, the Canada, the Sweden, the USA, the China, the Japan, because they will give you handout. But you make friends with a country, the Barbados, that have been able to structure their own economy. Can you imagine with very small population? Very small population, the country budget can triple our budget here. But you say we want to go make from a country that when we show our hand, it will give you 2 billion.
Okay. Yes, I mean you said it all. You kind of burning. You know, I'm just coming, so I have to.
Yeah, rest. Rest. You don't know what been happening here. Rest.
Yeah.
they've been pregnant in a way and putting any plane and going to America to go give birth. And Donald Trump say we don't want nothing. Marka Rubio, thank you for the other policy. All right.
Okay.
They born in Ghana and I also in here. What they happening to us?
So I'm seeing that the counselors at the U.S. Embassy in Monrovia, I'm thinking they're having a roundtable. I don't know. I hope to be part of that meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen in some kind of chat room. The U.S. consul, they want to issue visa.
Yeah.
I want to be part. I want to ask some questions there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe one of the best questions we could ask these counselors: why is it when someone is denied visa, they're not refunded?
Okay, you don't get any money back.
You don't get the money back. Like in Ghana, you go for the visa. If you are denied, then you won't pay the money. But if you're getting the visa, that's when you go make payment. Okay. But Liberia is not like that. Maybe our lawmakers should be thinking in that direction. Singapore deny you with me from going
to go deliver.
So the both pay that 185 for the visa fee, they deny, you know, and then getting the money back. You should be worried about that. You ask them, yes, this is your country.
And they are running away from here. Then they let to question other people about, are you a Liberian? You say you don't want to be a Liberian. Yeah. You don't want your children to be Liberian, but you question other people. When I talk about the Fulani, but Fulani people are Liberian. Fulani people are Liberian. The same way y'all can pregnant y'all with me, y'all put in plane to go America to go deliver. The people can't settle here, they born our children, they are Liberians.
No, Fulani people are Liberian. Hold on there.
You want to respect them? Yes.
Yeah. They are. I mean, we're Africans.
We are Africans.
Yes. We are all blacks.
So you should go. Are you trying to stop me?
No, I'm stopping you. I want you to hold on small.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going too far. What happened is so?
Yeah.
I want to know your king's men.
I born my 2 children here.
Yeah.
My mom and my papa born me here. And we live in here.
But why you say we to go get
we're making our late contribution.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then our people sacrifice. They made some of these people lawmakers. They say, okay, we planted with 20,000, with 30,000, right? That you would just go to the legislature and make our case. You, who your first set of children you born, you're not even born somebody in clinic. Now you don't want for your wife to go deliver in America. What kind of embarrassment is this?
Like why would the Congo boys we get this? Why don't get a question with the country boys there? Yeah,
our brother is making our shame, man.
Yeah, we the Congo boys, so we get a question to the native boys and see the thing they are doing.
When our children ready to graduate from high school, they get him playing a good at be sharing a picture with us.
Yeah,
choking fingers in our eyes.
Yes, let's get to this. 2 more to go.
When on their own, they were never able to go America. Say
no, nowhere. Yes, no, that denied visa because you have a good job in the country, so you're going to come back. That was most of our officials have their access a visa, But let's get 2 more things to go. The last one will be of Speaker Kofa, and but let's put this up. This is Eugene Nangwe, the former maritime boss. Eugene Nangwe have written the Liberian National Police to investigate the brother of the late Cletus Noah. For me, my own side, I'm not going to go further with this. Eugene Nangwe, you should not be writing. This is a malicious allegation, right? You should be filing a lawsuit instead of asking for the police to investigate. Yes, the LMP is not a court. The police station is not a court, because if you call in for a police investigation, you're going to go drag into. And the police will be receiving the communication. The police will investigate. Bush will hold rope will hold Bush. You know what you calling for? Yes, usually that's what you have done. Because if the man said my brother didn't die of natural death, right? And I believe there's a foul play in my brother's death, and you feel it's a malicious allegation against you,
go straight to court.
Go straight to court. File a lawsuit. Why you wrote the police? So since you have written the police and he attached them with some WhatsApp messages, rope her bush her rope. That's what we usually have done. Sometimes you gotta take advices, man. You can learn all of the books. Sometimes before you do something, turn to your left and ask. They think if you can be a good man, it can be a cooker, it can be a sweeper. See, I won't take a decision here. You think it'll be okay? But you're writing the police. So if I'm the professional standard now, I'm going to call, I'm going to ask for forms. Because investigation now, because death is not something easy. The family say, it's a foul play and we'll hold you as suspect. And you feel like it's a malicious allegation against your character, which of course I'm not saying you're wrong or you're right, but I believe in my sound mind, you have filed in a lawsuit against your character. But now you have called the police to investigate. Okay, Gregory Como, you're man. You ask for all those who have been surrounded. That's what investigation usually are called for.
Yeah.
Instead of you going to court, though, that's more investigate. What you have done in the US, you call FBI to investigate instead of you going to the court. Damn, you know what I'm talking about? Even your driver side, you said usually you attend to your driver. I won't go to the police. I won't go to a court. The driver going to tell you, say, file a lawsuit.
I think if it was anything to do with someone inviting police to investigate, it was the Tozo man who was going to say, police, we are not satisfied with the circumstances around our brother's death, so we want the police to investigate.
Yes.
But if he went ahead straight to accuse certain people, you the accused, you just go and file a lawsuit against the person, or trying to for damages, But anyway, Gregory would know about.
Yeah, you file a lawsuit, the man will pay for damages. If you go in your character. But Gregory, the man finna give rope hop, bush hop. What the parable they say?
Yeah, you hold rope
hop bush. You hold the rope hop bush. That's what you usually have done. Now other people will be afraid now. You say, what did you usually have done now? The police, when you see police calling some people, sending some people messages for investigation, because what? Usually have asked the police to investigate.
Yeah.
Let's move on to in crew they say Joseph Fanankon. Joseph Fanankon, me your brave person. Fanantin Kofa, who stood by the law and said yes, he believed that he's still the speaker, and the Supreme Court went on to say this man is a legitimate speaker. So what are we hearing in the air? That the speaker is going to resign on today. I'm hearing that he's going to have a press conference at 12 o'clock today. We're not being invited.
As usual.
If we're not invite us tomorrow, we'll not discuss that thing. Marka got anything too much. On a serious note, if we're not have a press conference today,
that is the same thing we started from our first talking points.
Yeah.
So people get specific.
If we're not invite the news department today, Tomorrow we'll not discuss it.
Now the public interest we just put in the news.
So
That's
we're just making us scared small.
yeah.
We gotta think too much.
See,
That's what happened.
That's how it is. So they have certain people around them.
Yes.
At the end of the day, you see now you fight. At the end of the day, in fact, this whole legislative fight exposed a lot of our colleagues.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, the talks are.
So yeah, a lot of our colleagues. But thank God that sometimes when people call you to eat, don't get vexed. Maybe that food get poison, you don't know.
Yeah, but it's good. Let the public to know. It's good.
So now when people invite you to eat, don't get vexed too much. Maybe poison in that food, you don't know. But all right.
Yeah.
But at least the report is that he will resign today.
Yes.
There are a lot of veteran legislators in this country or former lawmakers who knew that this day was going to come.
Yeah.
Because as far as the opposition itself was not together in this fight, this is what was going to happen. Because if they were together, if there was a united opposition after the Supreme Court ruling, they were going to recruit and go back on base and make the quorum and cover start to preside.
Yeah.
And you understand?
Yeah.
But because the opposition itself is fragmented, so they left Speaker Kofa along the way. So he just have to do what he does.
You said something, Bigo.
Yeah.
This Speaker Rick Monroe have indicted most of our colleagues.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I suppose most of our colleagues. So you don't like Liberian love the independent people. I swear.
Oh yeah.
This country don't like good people. So Kofa, you leave. You go. Yes, on a very serious note. So if Speaker Kofa resigns on today, then what happens? Thomas Fowler now steps in as Speaker.
Okay.
Yes, he steps in as Speaker. Not Richard Cohn.
Okay.
Because as far as the Supreme Court is concerned, Richard is not a legitimate Speaker.
Yeah.
Yes. So Cohn, you can hold your hat and you go for another election. Within a period of 60 days or so, Thomas Fowler can run the activity of the house. Let us long outstanding Rick Monroe. Let's move on as a people, as a country. Look, there are a whole lot of things in hostage, man. A lot of things. Outside community can laugh at us. Yes, I was at the airport in Nigeria. Guys say, what happened? Supreme Court rule. You see, I agree. You laugh about it. They say, but let's talk about football. Man, say, no. Did I hear say Supreme Court rule? People laugh out there. So, since they don't see Richard Cohn as a speaker, and Cohn, you still have the confidence of most of your guys you have worked along with, the majority black, they can still vote you. Just for the record's sake. Let's do it for the record's sake. So tomorrow, our kids who in school in a Jimmy Jolokon, not Jimmy Jolokon, I want to call a school right near Richard Cohn house. In Jonathan Gorish. I can tell you. Tomorrow, our kids who in school at the Jonathan Gorish, when they learn, they say, yeah, the Supreme Court rule, and our former classroom teacher, yeah, who started for that play with you, who started teaching for before we the AIU. I'm talking that one soft.
Okay.
Yeah, Jonathan Gorish, Jonathan Gorish in Bannerfield there. And when the classroom teacher stand before the blackboard to lecture and say, oh yeah, that's true. He respected the court ruling. So if you are bound to be a speaker, you'll still be elected. Yes, that's all we can say in this matter. I think we'll play our professional part. Was that been an easier one? It didn't be easy. There have been meetings upon meetings. I'm not looking to the whole life not fair. This guy and I were sat here. There have been meetings upon meeting for the majority and the other minority black, and we're never been further to say in none of the meetings. Who will say
it's okay?
No, let's say that the problem. No, the whole thing coming to an end. As the show is coming to an end, they can be showing some behind the same thing. Let's bring some behind the same thing there. For the Kofa Sao, for the Kun Sao.
So that's how it is. We were that government boom. We just in the middle. Now on the I mean I think that's the sound of our independence.
Yeah, this whole thing. Yeah. This whole thing. The two blacks have been calling on people. We have now been fortunate.
It's okay.
But anyway,
I gave you my late father was a very old man, so I gave you old man parable. I think when people don't call you to eat, don't worry. Maybe that food have poison.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
Exactly.
So let's speak to the EPA boss now. Yes. Go ahead.
So let's speak with Dr. Emmanuel Yure Yakpawolo, the Executive Director of the Environmental Protection Agency. This week they should be launching the Sino Coastal Defense Project. So good morning. It's great to have you.
Good morning to you, Marcus, and O'Neill, and all of your listeners. Good morning. Nice to speak to you this morning from Sino, India.
Wow.
Yes, that's great. So you've been out of the capital for a couple of days now. You started from Grand Cru River G. Now you are in Sino. How is the tour?
The tour is going well. I think we started actually on the 4th of May. Uh, 2 weeks nationwide environment compliance and monitoring survey. We divided the country into 5 sections. We got 5 teams headed by EPA directors, and then we were able to rent, I think, 4 or 5 vehicles in addition to vehicles we have at the EPA. And I'm making a high-level follow-up in the southeastern area, having meeting with superintendents, county officials, high-level assessment of environmental issues in the counties, as well as discussing collaboration strategy. So just as a summary of my activities, so in Grand the Bukuna bees and the method of planting cocoa is problematic there, along with some minor activities. But the Bukana bees is the problem. I mean, I don't know what I said they are the problem, but I just want to see their number coming in and the way the locals are welcoming them, and the land conflict and everything associated with the forest is problematic. In Grand Crew is basically mining. A lot of artisanal mining, class B mining, really unsustainable mining activities in Grand Crew. Really, really much. But there's half of community college students who have participated in the installation of the president. In Maryland, coastal erosion, wetland degradation is problematic. Maryland, as present, is not experiencing a lot of mining activities compared to other counties, at least from our assessment. Good meeting with the students, the faculty, and the president in terms of collaboration. In that's River G. In River G, similar problem as Granger, the Bukana bees as well as mining activities. But then we also donated motorcycle. Our gift motorcycle really not donate. This came from UNDP. We have established an office in Fishtown. It will be opening very soon, and we have an office now in Grand Crew. That's in Backlandville. Okay. So we empower the officers along the way. Then we are in Sino. Sino, of course, a lot of mining. And then the national park is inhabited by illegal miners. About 15 communities, mining communities that we heard, I think they are very far. I've got a lot of video, a lot of pictures of the areas. Some of these are dangerous for people to go. We are told the miners, some have armed with them. Some communities, they have the name America, Afghanistan, wow. All kinds of name with the mining.
You mean at the sample pack?
Some of the areas, wow. They say that women are not allowed to go there.
Wow.
So a lot of degradation is taking place in the mine. But there is a specific community where the FDA office is situated. They have opened a very nice eco lodge. I'm going to try to promote that community eco lodge in terms of tourism. I actually saw 2 British there who are, touring the forest, and they told me about the experience about the monkeys and the rest of it. That we're going to try to promote. So Sangar County here, the mining activities here also, a lot is ongoing. So this is just mine, but if you follow our Facebook page, our website, you'll see that we give you updates all across the country, from Bone to Nima to Grand Basso to Bapolo, the teams group, all over. And we got all the data, because at the end of this visit, we're going to give the state of the environment of Liberia. And this is the data we're gathering in the field, and what we'll then plan how to solve this problem, which has become a form of a national crisis. The government is losing a lot of money from illegal miners, and the government does not have money. We got to reconcile the two. How are you going to destroy your forest? You don't have it, and the government doesn't have money, and people are taking it illegally. We got to reconcile. It's a national conversation that this government need to have as to how to move this forward. But just to talk about then tomorrow, what's going to be happening here, we, the UNDP and some government officials along with the county authorities are joining me today here. Tomorrow we'll be launching the Sangar County Coastal Defense Project. This is about a $20 million project. A little half of that, about $11 million, is coming from the government of Liberia in the form of the rock that will be used to prevent the city of Greenville from washing away. the city is really bad. I went there, I saw it myself. When you go through a Google Maps slide and see the city in 2008 and slide into 2024, you'll see the amount of houses in the street that have been taken away by sea erosion. And so we have a global environment facility project to be able to build a coastal defense and prevent the city from being washed away further. So that the groundbreaking for that is taking place tomorrow, and that will be the conclusion of my activity. I just want to highlight that the port of Harper, I'll be going to the port of Sinai today. I haven't been there, but the port of Harper is threatened by sea erosion. If nothing is done in the next 10 years, we'll not have that port in existence for it to be used.
Wow.
So the alliance is important to stress to the Liberian people to be aware of the status of their country, and we all have responsibility to do something about it. And thank you for calling me to get this across. I know I have another meeting scheduled at 9 o'clock, so I will not be with you people for a long time.
Okay.
But at least the brief interview is very important. I say thank you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for joining. We hope that when you return to town on next Monday, we'll have you here to talk more about the tour. Thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you. I'll definitely do that.
Okay. Yeah. So it's 5 minutes up to 9 o'clock. Let's get some calls coming in. This one of the breakfast show 961, the heart and soul of Liberia 0770 153 265. That's line 1.
0770 202579. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Me, Robert, and good morning to Mother David.
Okay.
My name is David Diakomo. I do call you this morning from Mombasa, a resident of Four Mines Community, former district.
Okay.
Yeah, my attention is to the EPA, or I just spoke on the radio just now. They need to visit the Simple River in former district. The dredge money is polluting the Simple. The species from the river, you no longer see them. You don't identify anything in Simple River right now. Everything is money. Look guys, they have all the money, the bank of the Simple River is very consequent. You go, they don't recognize them anymore.
Okay.
I was there on Sunday. I left from there. I'm currently in Monrovia. You know, I'm always there because that is my home.
Okay.
And the lawmaker of that district, the police family, was able to set up a committee last year in his first meeting. And that committee was there to collect money on behalf of the citizens while the people can on the illicit money. Later on, he reported here and said he dissolved the committee in with all the knowledge of the citizens, and we don't trust that statement coming from him. So the committee was set in public, so they need that committee in public as well.
Okay.
Okay.
So please go back there and see the damages and cause for.
Okay, for the family.
Yes, go back and see the damages. Good morning.
Let's do a minute per call, please.
I'm doing call you from Marka, I want to say thanks to the director there, Mr. Yabaro, direct representation of the young people in this government. We have had a lot of developmental issues around the country. Thanks to the team and well, and back on the expect. Thank you so much for getting that call.
Okay.
Yes, give us a call. No, sorry about that. No. Yes, move away from your monitor. Yes, give us a call. We don't know what's in the call. Morning.
Good morning, Onirawa. First of all, welcome back to Liberia, man. I've been missing you. This is Eric Bollett from Chicken Soup Factory.
Go ahead, Eric.
Eric, go ahead. Thank you.
I love your voice. Many a time I listen to you. So, my contribution to the program is that I want to be very grateful to the man who you just got through interviewing, the EPA man. I mean, he gave a lot of details. I'm so impressed, and President Marka did not make no error by appointing such a wonderful man. I mean, these are information that will help government to get on its own rightful thing, because a lot of things have been affecting this country, and a lot of people have been getting illegally getting rich and richer. We getting poorer and poorer that we cannot even afford our daily bread. Thank God the Google people are there now to expose all these fools, then the government will take it. Thank you very much. I'm impressed. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you too. Let's get more calls up. 0770-153-265. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Morning.
Yeah, I'm grateful to hear Dr. Pablo talking about this our nation. The leaders might have very going on. Yes, our country we very well need to protect it. I thank God for the president for appointing this man. So my point is Burkina Beach in Ivory Coast, people drew them before. In Central, they were doing cocoa farm, and then they were like taking over the full country. They want to possess that very area. They are going to you know we're about to get this out. We can't do any other issue with them. So they chase these people out. They chase them out until they left from there. So they even time that process. We get to see time and say, oh, I got that grateful, but we didn't know how it was. So the terrorists coming in this country, people they have bad intention. They don't have good intention. We probably get our own problem. They will not have another insult of injury. They will not be good for our nation. We pray that we'll stay strong and let the government do something. This is all good according to tomorrow.
Okay. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, let's get more calls up until.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
My man, back at your first payment money. I want to leave money. I want to go to America. You're kind of news.
Yeah, Mac Jamate, just hold on the line. Hold on.
No, it's just telling you that people more president who so if I were president of the Republic of Liberia and so play with America so citizen. So it's just telling them say, oh,
my man, not bring the rent in it here, man.
You will not have all the journey. Yeah.
Let's pick up back. Yeah, Mac. Good morning, Mac Jamate. Minister, good morning.
Is he there?
Hello, are you on the line? Ooh. Something happened with them. They're going to lead him a phone here, man. Okay. So Melta and the minister came through the same time. Yes, big call. Yes, yeah. Yes.
1 minute, please. Good morning.
Good morning, Ambassador Marka, and let me say good morning to Veteran Union. Welcome back.
Thank you.
My name is Aloysius P. Flumo Jr., and I come in this morning from Roma to be on here. Let me say thank you for, the discussion this morning, mostly when it comes to some of those, environmental hacks that was in our country. And John want to call us to appreciate the director of the EPA. He's doing extremely well. If he can leave his office, taking a tour around the bureau counties is a significant step. If other leaders can do these things, it means that like people are getting somewhere. Because we have those good laws on the book, but the implementation aspect is what we are lacking. So let me appreciate that Uriah Paulo and the team there, EPA for.
Thank you.
So you overshadow our whole talking point.
As
we will discuss about the Sapo National Park.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me see if I can bring on Mac Jabatet again. Mac, good morning.
Good morning, Obama. How you doing? Hi to your student in student.
Morning, Chief.
Morning, you live. Go ahead.
Yes, and thanks for the show. And we are trying to come up with policy in Moravia to restrict the motorcycle aid and the the market of buses too much in the city, and it's a lot more vision in the city where people use microphone in the community. Come by your tablet. All these things cost loss in the community. We want to really market loss in the community. And the motorcycle sometimes when it reaches people, it's loud music and disturb the people. That's also working on, and I can show the part that we want to, improve that law on the motorcycle and those with the microphone passes around. And if you want to do that, let me also market area do the business, but not to be set other in our residential area. That's what I'm working on this city, and I'm doing everything possible that the government be able to implement it. And the second issue has to do with personal. And when you want to rehabilitate the 6 guys with less permanent process, the and center on the farm, at the end of the day, we all go to, and I'm going to be happy around here, and I believe we'll go somewhere. But everything should not be politics. We have now the young guys who stop there. Yeah. So let me go at the agriculture sector to complete the sentence.
Thank you so much, Mac. Yes, we appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, we appreciate you calling. That many minister will just take the phone and just call on a talk show, man.
Yeah.
Yes, we must appreciate you, Mac Jabate. Thank you so much. Yes, pick two more calls. Our guest in studio already. Yes, Emma Hammer.
Yeah, trying to pick. I don't know which one the button I touch.
The sewer will melt on too. Yes, you don't have Emma coming through. Let's see if I can get this other person. What's happening over the line? 0770-153-265. This person coming through this morning. This is the breakfast show 961. Why is it people are not talking about fanatical five?
Yeah, everybody just carry away
Reservation.
by the EPA's tour and all of that. Well, that's it. Maybe the people.
Yeah, man.
You got invitation, huh?
Yeah. Direct one.
Okay,
direct one. Yeah, but if we're not doing invitation, I mean, we're not going to discuss that on tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, we have a valid one. Yes, valid invitation today. So it's confirmed that the speaker, the legitimate speaker, will say goodbye.
Okay.
Yes, that's why we stand by. Yes, you know, I'm from the Ghana's Bell. Yeah, and most of my friends out there say yes, you guys are stand by to your ground all those time. Let's see if we can pick this person on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, with you and Marka. Welcome back to Liberia. Great man, great voice on the radio. This is Honorable Nelson Yoko, who calls from King Great, Mosrado County, District 6. I can't wait for 2029 to reach so that I can have an opportunity to make serious impact in this country, because the Liberia we have and the Liberia it should be, there's a very big difference. So I personally believe only people like us can come to the table and bring the changes that the Liberian people need, because we are making it, we have studied the past leadership, we have studied several leadership that have come and led the Liberian people down. In the Southeastern, we're grateful that we have our EPA director there at the UA. I hope that the UA will not just patrol that plane and come back, that the UA and other colleagues should be able to implement some of the things that I think is necessary to be implemented over there. Our country is not good. As I speak to you, where we live, you have the Chinese company all around, or when the people passing, the truck is shaking the ground, where we're sitting, and nobody is benefiting anything from that. Very soon, some of us will start to refix our horses. So they got to step on top of that king. In other countries, these things don't happen easily. Before you can take a company, because you're going to pass with heavy duty material around there, before you can take a company to any community, there's an agreement. That way you give certain benefit to those people. We're not benefiting anything, and I'm telling you, my heart is shaking if I keep cracking very soon. And why would I pay money for to fix the heart? You understand? So don't pray that God bless us and give them our opportunity so that we can serve this country and put some of the things that will benefit the poor people who need to benefit from the start serving from on the own cherry. Because most of our old people are now living on your own cherry. When the rock behind people, the rock can pay for them. When the people win, they go to what we call ownership. They're taking the ownership position that they own the country now, and they did the same way for them on your own cherry.
Major Yoko.
Yes, we want to change that dynamic.
Someone said you go be running a CMC ticket, the citizen movement for change ticket, the CMC ticket.
I'm reporting, they want to call me, I want to work with whoever want to work with me. Let me tell you, let me be frank with you, there is nobody in this country that can say they can do better than anybody. If God that would save this country, the person that God would pass you to save this country, nobody will even be expecting that person. God can save a nation through the rejected soul. Because people are expecting a lot of great people to change this country, they have come and let the country down. So no one knows who God will send to save this country. Just choose party or any party that thinks that Milton Yoko is electable and can be a voice of that party, if you vote with some people, I would stay with that party, I would support that party, and we'll come to the table. But any time they make mistake and give up on the vision of changing the life of the people and join the ownership theory and forget for the oil own people, I will go against them. I will continue to fight people who will stay in the interest of the poor people who cannot afford to get justice, the poor people who cannot afford to send their children to school. I will go against anybody who decide to change and continue to force them to be in poverty. I will not allow it.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, Melton. Let's pick our last caller.
Yes.
You gotta go.
Yeah, this one will be the last one. Good morning.
Good morning.
This morning I want to speak about the issue about this go slow by the drivers in the country.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Why are they doing a go slow?
From Ganta, there's no commercial vehicles, Douala, no commercial
Yeah, I also
vehicles.
received a text message this morning. Someone said the drivers along the Western Corridor have parked their vehicles.
All of the vehicles are parked. Oh, and why are they parking the vehicles? They are parking the vehicles on the basis of the new enforcement by the Liberia National Police. And you will get to a point where, like I was watching one of their interviews, the drivers are complaining that the police officers are giving one driver 3 tickets at the same time. Amount of sometimes $90, 120 for common violations that are common under the Liberian law. So we are calling on the police to please try to pick up the tools this morning and see how they can call these guys and resolve this issue, please, because our people are suffering. They are working all this morning. Please.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I think that's an important just 30 seconds for Emmett.
No, Marka, thank you so much. Marka, in the city, after they have talked to Chester in the West going to capital. And it is true that you see a lot of passenger here, no car is probably the main now. Move the car. It is true, and somebody give her a rep for you also movement. So it is time for the government to take charge and bring the bosses that they procure. Let us get the public the bureaucracy and for our partner to carry on a normal routine. Thank you so much this morning.
Thank you. So, the traffic section of the Liberia National Police, the LNP, right?
Yeah.
The chief of traffic is Alfonso Benda. Benda, I don't know whether you have been prevented. He's back in the police now.
Can we talk to him? Is it possible?
Now,
I don't think we have
the police have protocol now. Benda,
Okay.
they will not just come on the air and just talk like that. I think it will do good for you. Traffic matters. Something also happened on Friday. They are taking tinted. Zone 6 police station in Kawa said the Ministry of Justice gave them the right
To remove the tint
remove tinted, yes, from the vehicles. But when you come to Central River, nothing as such happening. So what's happening? Anyway, we can look at that on tomorrow, right?
Yes, we'll look at it.
Let's get our music break. We'll come back. We'll bring on the Liberia diplomatic think tank. Yes, SG Vasco, P. Briscoe, Boche, Hilary Jugbe, and of course Michael Tape Young, all in studio this morning. Let's get something. This is Eric Kelly. Is it God protect Burkina Faso?
Okay.
Yes, foreign guys are singing music to protect. American singing say God should protect Burkina Faso. It's a nice song, man. I don't know what he had given ear today. He's singing from the praising. He's in praising, singing from the praise. It's a very beautiful piece of song. Yes, Sis Corito Kume, enjoy this one. God protect Burkina Faso. It's a very nice one. Yes.
For the soldiers, the mothers, the land, I lift my voice to heaven high. Oh, oh, yeah. In the heart of Africa, I see a flame. Call his name. Standing for the life of his people. He risked it all. But he don't fall. Still answering the call. Faith in his chest and the word in his hand. He's fighting for peace. So I pray for your peace. Let no evil take control. God, please protect us all. God protect us. He's the people can lead the way. Show the promise down from the God protect my kingdom from my soul. Let the rivers flow. Bless every village. I see the pain, but I see the fight. A nation praying every single night. They cried too long, bled too deep. Now it's time to weep. Let no weapon fall against his hand. Put your angels round and take his hand. He ain't perfect, but you see his heart. Give him strength. Oh, now I need to cover him with peace. Take every curse, heal every soul. God, please take control. He's the people, let him live. Show the promise down from me.
It's a nice one, right?
Yes, it's nice.
I was in Accra when Eric Keller released this song, and the Ghana television dropped this one. I mean, he's in prison. He can go to jail 2 times. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's seeing what he's seeing,
Mhm.
and he said God should protect the president. He's doing well for his country.
Yeah.
It's a nice one. Yes, folks, it's a breakfast show. We just intend to bring the best for you to listen to. You get it on YouTube. I released almost 6 days ago, 6, 7 days ago.
Yeah, with over 1.8 million views in
Views.
8 days.
Yes, in
Yeah.
8 day.
Mhm.
Yes. Eric Kelly singing from the praise. I seen the video drop to that. It's so nice. Yes, I think we have our last segment guest right here on 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. Yes, you can get them going on. When I try to bring them on the screen. Yes.
Yes, so let's link up now with our guest that we said they're from the Liberia Diplomatic Think Tank here this morning. The Secretary General Briscoe P. Briscoe is here, the board chair Hilary Chigbe. I hope I'm getting the name correctly, and the Public Relations Head Michael Tape Young. They are here this morning. So let's join them and say good morning. It's great to have you all this morning.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay. I mean, you're a gentleman there. Why you want to talk? No female.
Thank,
Go ahead. I mean, man.
thank you. We highly appreciate the reception.
Okay, it's good. That's good. Tell us about this Liberia Diplomatic Think Tank. When was it established? Some people are just hearing about it.
Okay, the Liberal Diplomatic Think Tank was established 2023 with a vision to um, conduct quality research and engage in diplomatic activities across the country.
Mhm.
So we as institution were mainly established to becoming a leading research institution in Liberia, dedicated to um, promoting uh, international peace and global development.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, just to buttress what Hillary just said, the diplomatic think tank actually was given birth to in 2023 by a group of trained Liberia emerging diplomats from the Gabriel L. Dennis Foreign Service Institute,
Okay.
where majority of us who are members of this organization graduated from. And the objective behind the formation of this organization is primarily to support Liberia's foreign policy and then to also identify emerging diplomats of Liberia with integrity-driven characters to help promote our country's foreign policy on the global scene.
Okay. Yeah. So let's look at your strategic plan for this year. What do you have as plan for this 2025?
Well, as you maybe in the know that Liberal Diplomatic Think Tank is a research group, young professional diplomats that are in the habit of conducting a research that will have a recommendation to national policy maker. So for this year, we seek to focus on establishing institutional credibility where we can have our partners that will be that will have some level of credibility when we are discussing diplomatic issues, conducting high quality research and analysis on Liberian foreign policy, fostering partnership and collaboration. So for this year, we are focusing on this area where we can drive our research into.
So In addition to that, the our roadmap or plan for this year is not just limited to the year 2025. The diplomatic think tank has a 5 years plan. And for this year, being a new institution who have not have roots across the country, we are primarily trying to see how best we can establish this institution in almost all sectors of this country that we can be known apart from that and then get some global recognition. But our major reasons of being here is about the permanent, non-permanent seat Liberia is seeking at the United Nations.
Okay.
So we know we will be more of our organization, what we represent, what we want to achieve. But primarily, our purpose of coming here is to give reasons why Liberia should be given a seat at the United Nations.
Okay. Yes, so let's talk about that. We recall last year at the UNGA, the government launched that campaign or declares intention, and then there have been several prominent persons in Liberia who have added a voice to that campaign, including former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, former Nobel laureate Lema Bowie, and many more Liberians. So, what role do we expect the Liberia diplomatic think tank to play in this campaign?
So, if I may begin, the Liberia diplomatic think tank, as we said, is dedicated to promoting government diplomatic engagement and to contribute to global peace and development. We are at the local front trying to provide an awareness in terms of how collective we should be to support our country in obtaining the seat. The non-permanent seat is a 2-year term a country serves to being represented and being at the table where the B5 and the additional non-permanent members are seated to make a decision on international security. So many persons haven't heard or don't know about the non-permanent seat. The non-permanent seat, when you talk about it, people feel that is the government thing. But we from the think tank, that before every country develops a international foreign policy, you have to firstly look at your domestic policy. It's based on your domestic policy you carve your foreign policy. So knowing that we are going out there to campaign, while it is true that the foreign minister, Ambassador Cyril Besley Yanti, is going all out to campaign, doing an outreach, it's also important is equipping upon us, all of us. So the think tank is taking the lead to provide awareness, the importance of Liberia obtaining the non-permanent seat, and how beneficial it will be to not only this government, but every Liberian who may be seen as anywhere at the international scene to vie for any position. You'll be recognized and you'll be referenced to based on what your country has done at the UN.
Okay, so sometimes you follow the social media, you hear some Liberians, whether I should call them people from opposition or I should call them critics. They always questioning what is the essence of Liberia fighting for this non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council.
Some of these questions we usually encountered in our interview. Let me refresh the audience memory. Liberia is part of the United Nations, one of the founding members of the United Nations. Liberia was part of the League of Nations. Liberia have had lots of role at the United Nations. Angie Brooks served as the president of the General Assembly of the United Nations. We have had Winston Tubman. We have had so many people, the former president, Ellen Jones Sirleaf, served at the United Nations, even the current foreign minister. Well, there's a common saying that goes, if you sit at the decision making table, you have the power to influence decision on an organization. The non-permanent member seat of the United Nations is very important. The non-permanent member seat for the Security Council is very important for Liberia. At the Security Council will be joined with great power to discuss, debate war issue, seeking global peace, shifting resolution. So that will be Liberia debating how we can keep peace between Israel and Gaza, Palestine, how we can keep peace in the Sahara region. So Liberia will not just be sitting at the table, Liberia will be shifting decision, making debate that will keep global peace. So that will be a way for Liberia. So it is important that every citizen of our country, opposition, major leaders, is a way for everyone of us. So that is why we, as member of the Think Tank, are bringing forth the awareness to the public, telling them that this is not just a government thing. This is a nation interest, national interest. So for this reason, we are here shaping the debate, giving the awareness to our people.
So, to buttress my colleague on the essence of Liberia seeking for this seat, look, let people come to the idea that this seat is not just ordinary as the layman may think. You know, we all know the United Nations comprises of 5 permanent members.
Mhm.
The United States, Russia, China, Great Britain, France. Those are the permanent member states at the United Nations, at the Security Council. So these people, they rely on other countries, member states of the United Nations, to come up with major decisions that affect global peace, development, and security. The non-permanent seat Liberia is seeking are one of those cardinal pillars. The permanent members of the Security Council depend on to come up with the decisions that they make that affect global peace. And they don't just look at countries that are represented on the non-permanent seat by their size, because most of the countries are represented with their own strength and contribution to global governance. And Liberia is rich in history when it comes to being a founding member of the United Nations, being a former member of the old League of Nations, and what we have achieved over the time as a nation when it comes to nation building, peace, and security around the world. So we are calling on all Liberians and non-Liberians to support Liberia, to support our government. This thing goes beyond political parties, it goes beyond religious groupings. As long as you are a Liberian, we should all rally ourselves to support our country and the government for this seat. Because this seat will bring a lot of benefits to our country. And yes.
At what length can you go with this campaign? Is it maybe awareness locally? Do you intend to also engage outside of the country?
Okay, so this awareness started I said 2 weeks ago. You know that the election will be conducted next month between the 3rd and the 6th at the UN. So in the next 1 week, we'll be canvassing our awareness locally.
Okay.
We do not have the capacity to go international. So that's why we are buttressing the foreign ministry and the government efforts as institution dedicated to promoting diplomatic engagement to engage our people on the local scene.
Yes, we do have a lot of embassies, near Monrovia, and Have there been any point in time maybe you pay some visits to do some engagement as well?
So we have that plan, but we haven't yet effectuated that. Our prime objective is to do a radio appearance. Then from there we take on another engagement.
Like as like part of our discussion right now, diplomatic missions, I believe they are listening to us. We have been in both the print and electronic media. So I think that is part of our engagement indirectly to the diplomatic mission. And I believe they are listening to us. They are understanding why it's that Liberia should be elected comes the electoral term of the United Nations, not permanent member of Security Council.
Maybe through your own involvement, how much support do you think Liberia has gotten out there that places the country in a better position?
So, looking at the country history on the continent, let's take it from Africa. Liberia, the government, through the hard work of the foreign minister and the president, they are engaging with the regional partners to seek support for Liberia bid at this council. But Liberia regionally has demonstrated leadership among African countries. Liberia, if you go back in history, Liberia led the independence of many nations in Africa. And so these countries, this is time that they can give back to Liberia for what we have done for them in terms of their governance, their structuring, and their foundation. And so we believe as a think tank, there are certain activities we will undertake here locally, let's say nationally in Liberia, though we have social media platforms where we try to influence people's views.
Do you see that sense of reasoning among these countries you're talking about? You may think that, well, we did great in the past, we deserve maybe a paid back, but the one you did a good for, maybe it's nothing about paying you back.
Okay, so if I may speak to that, we're talking about international peace. The UN was purposely established to enhance international peace and global development. So, looking at Liberia's role over the period of time, Liberia has gone through a lot. We fought 14 years of civil crisis. After that time, Liberia is the only country in the sub-region, the Malawi Union region, that hasn't tampered with even her constitution in terms of regime change. Liberia resilience in terms of democratic tenets have been overwhelmed. We have for an example, currently there have been the impasse at the legislature. People, talking, this thing is but one thing we should understand that over the period of time, the women we have in this country, the religious leaders, the youth, the civil society organizations, all of these organs have made Liberia to be resilient in terms of solving our problems. Over the period of time, we thought maybe the ECOWAS or the AU would have been the one to solve this problem. But now, as I can say safely, in the next few days, our impasse will be resolved. And it's a testament as to how, we as people, how we resolve our own problems. So looking at our experience after years of civil crisis, can you imagine in recent time, students came in Liberia to learn from us how do we manage in terms of our democratic tenets, how have we managed from war-torn country, to have had close to 3 4 successful democratic elections. So a country that went through civil crisis to going through, stages of democracy without coup, without any interruption, it shows that we have a lot to provide at the table in terms of peace and security at the United Nations Security Council. Before I continue, I think we must firstly appreciate the foreign affairs that have been very much open. We have through FM package in terms of part of our awareness.
Okay.
We'll be presenting the package to you. We also want to appreciate all of our colleagues who have worked the time. The executive director, Amos Williams. We have Rabbi Sami, Rosewell, all of the great people. We must also applaud them for their timely efforts in making sure that we make impact and we show to our people that Liberia, we have a lot to show to the world, not only because we are a small nation, but because of our history, because of our resilience as people. So I think Liberia is prepared to show the difference at the United Nations.
Well, in terms of local politics, maybe someone will say the leadership crisis at the House of Representatives, some opposition member threatening protests, and all of these kind of things. How do you think that will impact the uh, Liberian campaign?
So before my colleagues coming, if you retrospect, not a country that is free from uh, civil protests or political differences across the world. Even the great United States, there have been protests, there have been other issues that happen. But how do we resolve this issue? That's the most important thing. These events will come, but they will pass away due to our uniqueness as people, due to our culture, the respect for organization, the respect for our women, the respect for civil society organizations. I mean, these are just common phenomena in every democratic tennis. So we know this will pass, and we know there will be even more protests. There will be engagement in terms of how people disagree. It's important to protest than to go in a bush to create havoc or to create insurrection. So I think all of these things nurture our democracy and make us stronger as people.
And also, Liberia is unique in so many ways. Even with the impasse that is taking place at the legislature, we believe as a think tank that most of the people that disagree with one another today in the legislature there, all of them support this initiative and cause that Liberia should be given this non-permanent seat at the United Nations Security Council. For example, during our civil crisis, I can recall, even though we were much smaller then, we have so many warring factions here fighting one another. But when Lone Star is playing, you will see everybody dropping their arms and flooding to the SKD, championing the flag of Liberia. So, what is happening at the house, we don't think it is a much distraction for the government in terms of pursuing this worthy cause because we know the dividend this will bring to Liberia after we have gained this will be massive and it will go beyond regime, it will go beyond political party, it will go beyond a particular president. It's going to go down in history just as we have had other Liberians serving at the United Nations. Today we can reference the work they have done there and all of that. So this cause we are focused about it. We join the government and call on all Liberians. Let us be focused to push our country and make sure we obtain this seat because the benefit that will come will go for all Liberians. So I don't think the impact at the legislature is any distraction to this process because the government is moving forward with this and we are unbending and going to make sure that we get this seat by God's grace.
Yes, by God's grace, I like that. But again, like I mentioned earlier, there were some strong voices who are still backing this campaign today because they believe that Liberia, as per its own history in championing the cause for independence across Africa and experiencing war and transitioning to peace, and now democratically electing leaders over a very good period of time. They believe that the country can offer a lot to the world. But others believe that they should cut across and even political lines. They believe that the immediate former president should join the king and like others will do. What do you say about that?
Well, there is a popular saying that goes, "In union success is sure." I believe that uh, all of our former presidents, Ambassador Weah, Man Salif, they have been in the corridor of campaigning for this particular seat. And once you serve the highest office, it is my belief, President Weah served this country. Man said he served this country. I do not see anything that negative that will come out of that man to go against this just cause. They took an oath, and the oath have come after them. And so I believe those who probably want to divide, there is no place for division in this campaign. There is no place for division in this campaign. Because there's a win for Liberia. Like we said, the people are saying today can boast that they are sitting on the dining table of decision-making table, decision maker at the Security Council. The people of Somalia is at war. Somalia has spent more than 30, 35 years at war. They got a place at the non-permanent members of the Security Council. Why about Liberia? Why about Liberia? We have one of the oldest country in the world, the first oldest country in Africa. So we have every base, every character. We fought alongside our African brothers. We have a very good relationship with the African region, ECOWAS. All of them, all of the regional body, the AU have a very good relationship. We believe that they have seen a reflection of our true color in global peace. So we believe that this cause will be fruitful. We believe that those that are listening to us that have a different, concept of what we previously were discussing, they have now decided to realize that there is a national win. And this is what we are campaigning in line with the Foreign Ministry and the President of the Republic of Liberia, asking that this is our time for a non-permanent membership.
Exactly. So in the election that's expected June next year, the 5 permanent seats we have, one for the African group, one for the Asia Pacific group, another for Latin American, Caribbean, and then the Western European and others in one category, 2 for this particular category. But in the African group, do we have other candidates that Liberia is competing against? Or that you are aware of,
Currently, we have noticed. But then it was I think it was one East African country that tried to about what we learned as a think tank. The EU and ECOWAS have pledged their support to Liberia. So with reference to that, I think there's no really competition from African countries in terms of who go against Liberia. But to speak shortly on the question of what people may say about the former President Weah, the think tank, we this campaign, like we said, is about a national core. We will firstly appreciate the former President Manaseli. We have documented she was part of the launch. And we also, the think tank is also calling on President Weah. This is not about President Weah. This is about Indonesia who, before President Weah, before Manaseli, before President Marka, there was Liberia. After then, there will be Liberia. So we call it on President Weah to join forces with the current president, the former president, and all well-meaning Liberians. His presence will be highly appreciated. We recognize his support over the period of time he initiated this initiative, and we look forward to him to put aside all political differences. This number Unity Party, this number CDC, this number Liberty Party is about Liberia. So we call it on him and everywhere meaning Liberian to join forces with the foreign minister, the president of the Republic of Liberia to campaign vigorously comes June to obtain the seat.
And also to if we get it away from the former president, is also going to be part of the think tank responsibility to reach out to all political leaders who have not pledged their support to this water cause, that they should do it openly in the interest of one Liberia. Like we said from our intro, that this has nothing to do with a particular political party. It is about the country. All of our political leaders we have in this country, all of them want to be president for one country, and that country is Liberia. So if Liberia is vying for a seat at the United Nations, all political leaders, whether you are giving state power or not giving state power yet, you should be able to come up and make a statement supporting this initiative. This is not about our generation alone. The younger ones coming up, it is for them. Because what we do today as a country, as leaders, it is what they are going to move on tomorrow to push this country forward. So we will try to reach out to the different political leaders, asking their support if some of them have not done that yet, and then to see them making the public statement supporting our because these people have followers, they are influencers. So imagine if one of them come out to make a statement that is support this. I mean, take it away. You're not doing it good to President Waka. You're not doing it good to the Unity Party government. You are doing it for Liberia. So we want to encourage them to make statements in that regard in supporting this cause. Let us ask Liberian Rally for that.
Yeah, sure. How do you grade the efforts of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in this campaign?
I think the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has done extremely well, and she continues to go beyond her weight tirelessly. We saw the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the President of the Republic of Liberia, the former President, and the and Lehman Boy at the United Nations sometime last year, showing to the world what unity is. These people were not only there as present in from representing our family, they were representing our nation. They were showing to the world what it takes for Liberia to be united. That was a clear demonstration of unity. So with that episode, that alone, countries around the world, it is one of the most popular public figure. She's a global figure. Any present at the United Nations asking countries. Let's take for example, sometime last year or year before last, when Somalia decided to contest the non-permanent member seat of the Security Council,
Mm.
we have Tanzania, we have Madagascar, we have Mauritius, all the countries. They took back their interest because of Somalia. Yeah, because of Somalia. And our
You think
president,
Liberia deserves similar privilege?
why not? We are peace with our neighbor. We are peace with our African brothers. We are united in Africa. Liberia have no history of destruction in Africa. So we believe from South Africa to Tanzania, from Tanzania to Cairo, we are at peace with our brothers. I mean, so there's no reason why we cannot get similar privilege. And that's what we are working on. It comes by me. We believe in the wisdom of our brothers. This is our time.
Okay.
So let me say briefly, in terms of what the ministry has done much in terms of Irish. I think one of the advantages we have was to have elected or to have appointed Manasero Beslo for the role as a foreign minister. As in retrospect, uh, she served as UN resident coordinator in I think Yemen and other countries. That is only a higher UN position that one holds out of the UN main office as a representative to the United Nations Secretary General. So she knows much about the UN system. She knows how to go around. She knows about global politics. I think her engagement in recent time have been completely outstanding. So we certainly say we believe initially that it was a boost for Liberia, and I think her outreach also play a key role in terms of making sure countries pledge their support to Liberia at the United Nations.
Yeah, that's great if you're just joining us. We're talking with a team from the Liberia Diplomatic Think Tank here on Liberia's campaign for a non-permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council. We have three members of the team the board chair, the secretary general, and the public relations officer. They're all here this morning. So you can place in your call and make your point on the discussion this morning on 0770-202579. 0770-202579 is the number you can call. You want to ask questions, you want to make comments about the discussion, you can do so this morning. So the first caller on the line this morning.
Hello?
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Davis, and good morning to your guest in studio.
Okay.
I'm Francisco Marka, I join you from all the Sangar portfolio. Yeah, I say kudos to the people in studio for the deliberation. I think your entry into the UN Security Council is a milestone. It will be a milestone achievement for us. And it will help to place Liberia to make Liberia be a powerful place among the community of the nation. And we have to unlock countless opportunity for Liberia, thereby contributing to more several developmental initiatives in the country. So I say kudos to the foreign minister, for helping to lead the charge. By convincing our historic people, our community African countries to see a to support Liberia being for this, for the sake of the North Security Council, and kudos to President Joseph Yima Boakai, for the support and for helping to position Liberia, in terms of good governance, because these are things that can attract other national community. If you really govern well, and you need a support, like no battle. How you are governing your people, some of the social services you provide for your people. So all these look, I think these are some of the reasons why I'm going to receive massive support for all African countries.
All right, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. And let me say good morning to my friends following the show. I at your guest in studio. I found on this show, and as usual, with the voice of Apple, the singer. Marka, we give God the glory for the fact that Liberia is gaining recognition across the world. And Marka, we also want to use this time to say a very big thank you to the workaholic minister, because some of us we saw from afar, even though we heard some of our families condemning this madam. Now this madam was very on the work. She's not fit for the job, but I think this madam has changed the narrative. People can see that Madam Sarah Yanti is working so tirelessly to ensure Liberia obtain this particular seat. And like your guest, Michael put it, I don't think this seat is just for Madam Sarah Yanti or the presidency, but this is for Liberia. If Liberia wins, I mean the entire country wins. So what I applaud them and we urge them to keep working harder. But my only concern is I want to know from them as to whether our country can grow more than one time, whether 2 or 3 times. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. Thank you for taking my call, and good morning to the studio guests. I just wanted to know if I'm missing a lot. Is this entity, the diplomatic think tank, working directly or indirectly with the Foreign Affairs Ministry? And you talked about diplomacy. I was wondering if there's any kind of a contact, or whether you guys are in that area of dealing with the American embassy to refund or refund people who have paid for visa and didn't get it. I was wondering if you guys have ever touched that area before, or whether you will. Thank you for taking my call.
Okay, thank you for joining. You can also place your own call on 0770-202579. I hope the guests are taking notes of the questions so that they can respond appropriately. Good morning.
Good morning to your studio guest. I'm Joy Emmanuel. I'm calling you from the Kepler Road.
Okay.
Yes, Marka, I want to know what is the role of the Commonwealth, especially Nigerians that are in Liberia. Why are the Jewish voting, and what's the process like? Thank you very much.
Okay. I'm not sure. They will answer you though. I don't want to answer for them. But 0770-202579. 0770-202579 is the number you can call, ask question, make your comments here. We can take at least two more calls and go back to the guests so that they can respond to your questions and suggestions. Better still, your comments on the show this morning. 0770202579. Well, how we with some more calls, we can just go back to them. Yes, you listen to some of the callers. You can start to respond to some of them.
Yeah, the last caller that just called, you want to know if Liberians are voting, and no, Liberians are not voting, but we are putting forth Liberian interests at the United Nations. We happen to be the biggest world body, so we are not voting. We are talking to our brothers and sisters why the Minister of Foreign Affairs, through a directive from the President, who is the chief driver of Liberian foreign policy, is interested in such a seat for our nation. So that is a campaign for this country. That is a win. If we get that seat, then Liberia won. So Liberia is not voting. We are asking country to help us get this seat. Asking Liberian, and we are telling Liberian why is it important for us getting the seat.
If I may buttress what he just said, the caller are specific. I think the caller want to know whether the local Liberians are participating in the voting process. It is
No.
not that so. Or just imagine the way we have our lawmakers, with people represent districts from the community level in the parliament. So that is how this process is. Liberia has a permanent representative at the UN. So do many of the countries in the world. So it is in that bracket, people in that area, they are the ones that can normally carry on this kind of voting. And before you're doing that, the same way that our people do the lobbying here in the house, people fighting for community, that is how it is done. So locally as a country, we won't participate, but we have a representative there who will lead the process of seeing how best this lobbying we are on, how that can be done. And also someone was asking the question whether the diplomatic think tank is directly working with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. No, our organization, the Liberia Diplomatic Think Tank, does not work for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We are an independent organization that is there to promote the Liberia foreign policy. We are also there to critique where necessary and support where necessary. So we don't work for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. But this thing, like we said, it is a national call. It is a patriotic movement that all Liberians should be involved with. That is why the diplomatic think tank is here today, championing the call and calling on all Liberians to promote our bid for this non-permanent seat. That doesn't put us in any category that the diplomatic think tank is a subsection of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs or work directly with the ministry. No.
So
On
maybe more to that, his question was also whether the think tank is only working on this campaign for the non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council, or you have other diplomatic engagement. He mentioned something about the issue of refund for denial of visas and all of that. Is that part of your plan?
Good.
okay, so the Liberia Diplomatic Think Tank, our role is to conduct policy research that
Okay.
inform the government in terms of our foreign policy and diplomatic engagement. So we are not directly involved into the day-to-day activities of diplomatic engagement between the Liberian government and that role is for the Liberian government, not for the diplomatic think tank. There's a question asked whether a country goes for more than one term.
Yeah.
No country goes for a term successfully. You know that, like, for example, Africa has around 50 states. So if you have one country being selected, why is it that you will know the when your term ends, then they give you another term to go? So why it is true that you may have the privilege to go, but I mean, I think there's always leverage for other countries to go.
Yes, and somebody asks, are you aware of how many countries supporting Liberia's bid already?
So um, from our study as think tank, we have not not in particular number, but we have a huge number of African countries supporting Liberia. Majority of EU members supporting Liberia. And as you in retrospect, the foreign minister, she has been over the period of time, she went Asia, met Asian countries, she went South America, met South American countries, and she has been up and down in recently in our region. So there are a huge number of African countries supporting Liberia, a very huge number of countries supporting Liberia.
And one clarity, maybe I myself will seek it. Is it that during the election, the countries from the African group, like they call it, will be voting for the African seat, or the general membership of the United Nations will be voting for all of the five non-permanent seat candidates?
So in Western days, when the campaign opened, this the seat, the candidates who are vying for the seat, the candidates are placed for voting, and member states around the world, the 142 member states, um, everybody has the opportunity to vote for the country that you want, and it's within there. If you have done a very good lobbying, is where you have at least 100 plus candidates to vote for you that you become victorious.
Okay. Well, it's 10 o'clock already, so let's go across the board of our parking comments, at least a minute each.
So if I may start, we want to call on our people again, Liberians, all of us across political diverse region, travel. If Liberia becomes a member at the UN Security Council for the non-permanent seat, there are benefits Liberia here to accrue. The first thing is Liberia will have enhanced international influence in terms of how we position ourselves. Liberia will also have the opportunity to promote um, uh, international trade in terms of what do we want as country, where we can see fitting for a country to come to invest in Liberia. Liberia will also increase visibility and prestige. When you're at that stage, uh, most of the countries around the world would like to come to you to ask for your support. They want to have you being on the side, so that increases your prestige as a nation. Um, Lastly, Liberia will have the opportunity for promoting cooperation and peace, for which Liberia will be most importantly important for being elected at the national seat, based on our history, based on what we achieved as a working country, based on how we are carried on our democratic process without any conflict. I think that Liberia is the best country for now to represent Africa at a non-permanent seat.
Well, I think as we depart your studio, I want to leave this to our audience, to our brothers and sisters, our mothers and fathers, that today we are looking back at our root for the United Nations, where we came from, our Liberia character and faith and change, world peace, how we went to Congo. For so long we have been silent. Now we are asking our brothers around the world, our our brothers around the world to give us the time, to give us the chance. Let us once more sit at the dining table of decision making, where Liberia of us can once more be heard. So this is a win for Liberia, and we are asking this a just cause for every Liberian. Let unite, let campaign peacefully, let talk to our brothers and sisters around the world. Why? This is our time. And unity, success is sure.
Thank you. Thank you. And finally,
Yes, so we want to start by saying thanks to the True FM family for inviting us to elevate this debate or campaign for our non-permanent seat as a country. We believe strongly that Liberia will be victorious on that particular day because we stand a better chance based on our track record in the United Nations, based on Liberia advocacy as a country, based on our peacekeeping procedures that we have been part of across the globe. We believe Liberia is going to benefit greatly if this seat is given to us. So, in closing, we are calling on all Liberians to support this process. Don't see it as political, just see it as a patriotic cause for all of us to push and make sure Liberia obtain this seat. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much to all of you for coming this morning. They're from the Liberia Diplomatic Think Tank. They're the Secretary General Briscoe P. Briscoe, the board chair Hillary. Sorry, oh my God, Vijay and Michael Tape Young. All of them being here this morning on the show. It's been a wonderful time. And let me say congratulations to Professor Thomas Kido. I'm seeing this letter here that says, this letter is from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. It says, we are pleased to inform you that His Excellency Josiah Human Boaka, Senior President of the Republic of Liberia, has approved of your appointment as Consul General of the Republic of Liberia at the Consulate General of the Republic of Liberia in New York, United States of America. Your appointment is predicated on your tested ability, integrity, and your fervent desire to serve the interest of the Republic of Liberia. Your tenure at this post will be up to a minimum period of 4 years as of the date you officially start position in New York. Kindly note that as a foreign service official, you may be recalled or transferred at any time during your service, despite the time noted to serve. Um, we It says we are confident that you will work closely and harmoniously with the Embassy of the Republic of Liberia in Washington, D.C., to which your office uh, reports the permanent mission to the United Nations and other consular officers and staff of the consulate, deploying your best efforts in promoting trade and investment relations between Liberia and the United States, as well as the provision of consular services to Liberians and other nationals who may need services that the consulate provides. It is expected that you will justify the confidence reposed in you. Please accept my congratulations and best wishes with kind regards, Professor Thomas Kido, Monrovia, Liberia. This is signed uh, Minister Sarah Beslow Yanti, Minister of Foreign Affairs. Oh, congratulations to you, Professor Kido. Yes, congratulations. And the Sports Writer Association of Liberia will be hosting the award ceremony. The President, Vama Kamara, formerly of Truth FM, is the president. So yes, we want to say congratulations to all of you. Be happening on the 23rd of May at the SKD Sports Complex. Yes, we hope to be there. Have a wonderful time. It's been great here. My name is Marka Davis. Only Rebels have been here. We'll be here tomorrow again with another edition of the TBS. To have yourself a wonderful Monday.